You guys, oh my gosh, I'm gonna hurry up. I was trying to go back to... You hear the beeps? I think we have power. I think we just got power. It's almost 7:30 in the morning. The heat's on. I hear it. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness we have power. Look at that. 52 degrees. I am so happy I was actually awake to hear the magical beeps of things and to hear that heat click on. As you can see, it's still a mess outside with the snow. Oh my gosh, my bed is freezing. The inside of my closet is like a complete disaster from sleeping in it last night, but I'm glad I did because it's cold. I don't think there is honestly a better way to close this video out than the fact that we got power back. I'm excited to bathe and change my clothes. We made it through it. Hopefully my power doesn't go out again, but even if it does, at least I can get some heat for a little bit. It went out again, so it's like, I'm back. The story continues for the winter apocalypse, snowpocalypse, snowmageddon, whatever you want to call it. It is still underway. I noticed just now when I was making a protein shake that my water pressure is lower this morning than it was yesterday. So I'm having it drip water right now. So that's what you hear in the background. So this is turning into a whole fiasco, but Thomas and I are gonna go to Monkey Nest again. Okay, so I finally changed clothes. I am on my way to go to Thomas's car. He's here. We're gonna go see if we can find a place that's open, get some coffee and work on things. And oh my gosh, this is straight up ice now. Oh my goodness. I'm still losing water pressure. So I had left my faucets on and one of them just stopped running. And it's not that it was frozen, it's just I turned on the faucet all the way, and for both the bathroom and the kitchen, they were lowered. So I flipped all the breakers off in my apartment for everything except my fridge and my heater. Oh gosh. I'm gonna try not to slip. Oh gosh, I can't get there. I'm literally on my butt sliding across the floor. Okay, we're gonna make it. Never done something like that in public before. Hey everyone, so I'm back. Thomas and I tried to go to HEB and wait in line, but it was just too cold and we would still have to wait for another hour and a half. I actually messaged HEB on Instagram and they got back with me saying, you know, we know how frustrating it is, yada, 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 but it's just unacceptable to have people waiting out in the cold over 2 hours before you're saying you're open. Like if people are there and you have people working, whether you're still restocking or not, it's kind of like, it comes a point where you just have to be humane and try to help people. We ended up finally finding a coffee place that was open. I was able to get some charge time in on my phone and my laptop while I started editing the first video of this series. I just got back though, and apparently half my complex has power. I still don't, clearly. It's gotten colder, so I'm thinking I might go and stay with Thomas tonight, just because like last night was colder than the first night, and I just know tonight's gonna be even worse. It's just gonna get worse because when the power came back on, it was 52 degrees and the temperatures aren't even getting that high. It's only gonna keep getting colder and colder to match the temperature outside. So I can already feel it. My hands are absolutely freezing right now and I'm indoors, and that was not the case a few hours ago. So it's getting colder in here. So I survived the ice storm. You can tell, like, everything is ice now. It's like all frozen solid. Oh, I almost just fell. So I stayed at Thomas's last night because I still had no power, no water. The water finally just gave in, no more water. There's now a citywide boil water order, and it's like, well, if you don't have power, how are you supposed to boil said water? And then all the stores don't have water. The flip side, some good news, is that I woke up this morning in our community forum. People are saying that we have power now at the apartment. So I left the fridge and heater on and flipped all the other breakers off. So hopefully the power will stay on this go around. Austin Energy has been terrible. They have not been transparent about what they're doing. They say the same things over and over and over again on social media. They say they're prioritizing people who have not had power for the longest. The problem with that is if it's come on for 5 minutes, then they reset the counter. So it's just like, how are you supposed to do anything with 5 minutes when your apartment's less than 40 degrees, or when you need to boil water or do things like that? So Austin Energy can't even tell us like which zip codes they're prioritizing. It's just like they come up with excuses every time we ask for more information, and they just post the same over and over again, and it's ridiculous. So Austin Energy and ERCOT have been terrible, absolutely terrible. There's gonna be some major lawsuits, I will say that, and I hope so. Mimi's is out here just playing around a little bit. Okay, so it is snowing again. Not sure if you can see it very well. Mia's trying to walk on the ice. Thomas and I were just sitting on the couch, and then he was like, is it snowing again? And we looked, and then we looked at the radar and saw this. And it's like, yeah, it's snowing again. So there's like 100% chance until 1 o'clock p.m. and it's just a little after 10 a.m. right now. So can't believe this. It's no. Hey everyone, so we are back. We have power, the heat is on. I just got back about 30 minutes ago and the thermostat was at 62 and the heat was still on. So I don't know necessarily how cold it got last night. So yesterday morning when the power first came on again, it was 52. So I'm sure it was colder. It was probably in the 40s. I got here about 3.5 hours after the power had already cut back on and it was just up to 62. I think that just goes to show that it was pretty cold because the heat's still on. So it's been on non-stop for about 4 hours now. However, that's like the only thing that I have on. I'm trying to keep as much stuff off, unplugged as I can, just to be mindful of others that need heat. Thankfully, my water has come back on. It's still not the greatest pressure, but at least, you know, we got water. We got some water going. Huge pot of water right here that I'm preparing to boil right now, so that'll get going. I'll be using that to cook or drink. Taco Cabana right now, you can tell it's one of the only places open because look at that line. It's almost out in the road. But I honestly don't know a better way to close this whole snowpocalypse out except for the fact that I have my power now. I'm doing okay. It's been on for more than just 10 minutes, so I think it's at least here to stay for a good bit. I hope everyone else in Texas who has been going through this, and hope everywhere in the South that got snow, you're all doing okay, staying safe, and I hope you didn't have nearly as many complications as people in Texas did. I really appreciate all of you joining me on this roller coaster of a journey. I'm gonna go get cleaned up a little bit. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.